Hello, football fanatics. Ever wondered why your favorite Premier League club isn't splashing the cash in the transfer window? Or why clubs with billionaire owners don't just spin their way to the top? Well, it's all down to something called the profit and sustainability rules. Today, we're going to unravel the mystery behind these rules and their impact on the beautiful game. So, fasten your seatbelts, because we're about to take a deep dive into the financial playbook of the Premier League. Let's start by understanding what the profit and sustainability rules really are. Introduced by the Premier League, these rules are a set of financial regulations designed to ensure the long-term sustainability of football clubs. The main rule is a limit on how much a club can lose over a 3-year period, which is currently set at £105 million. This means that over 3 years, the total losses of a club, after certain allowable costs and income are taken into account, should not exceed this amount. But why is there a need for such a rule? Well, it's to prevent clubs from spending beyond their means and accumulating unsustainable levels of debt. In the past, there have been instances where clubs have faced severe financial difficulties due to overspending, and these rules are designed to prevent such scenarios. The rules also encourage clubs to invest in areas like youth development and infrastructure, as spending in these areas is often exempt from the calculations. This promotes a healthier and more balanced football ecosystem. However, it's important to note that these rules are not just about limiting losses. They also include requirements for clubs to prove they have paid their debts, such as taxes and player wages, on time. Clubs that fail to comply with these rules can face sanctions, including fines and transfer bans. In essence, the profit and sustainability rules are about promoting financial fair play and ensuring the long-term health and competitiveness of football clubs in the Premier League. The profit and sustainability rules have had a profound impact on the financial landscape of the Premier League. Let's break down their effects. Firstly, the rules have brought about a greater degree of financial stability in the league. By limiting the losses a club can make, they have helped to prevent clubs from falling into severe debt due to overspending. This has reduced the risk of clubs going into administration, a situation that can have serious consequences for the club, its fans, and the wider football community. Secondly, the rules have encouraged clubs to operate more sustainably. They have incentivized clubs to invest in revenue-generating activities, such as commercial partnerships, merchandising, and stadium development. This has led to a more balanced and sustainable model of club management. However, the impact of the rules has not been universally positive. Critics argue that they have preserved the status quo and hindered competition. By limiting spending, they have made it difficult for smaller clubs to challenge the established elite. This has led to a lack of competitive balance in the league, with the same few clubs dominating year after year. Furthermore, the rules have been criticized for being too complex and difficult to enforce. There have been instances where clubs have found ways to circumvent the rules, leading to calls for greater transparency and stricter enforcement. While the profit and sustainability rules have brought about greater financial stability and sustainability, they have also been a source of controversy. Their impact on the competitive balance of the league and their effectiveness in ensuring financial fair play continue to be subjects of debate. Let's now turn our attention to a specific case that has made headlines recently: Newcastle United. The club's recent takeover by a consortium backed by Saudi Arabia's public investment fund has brought significant investment potential. However, the profit and sustainability rules mean that the new owners can't simply pump hundreds of millions into the club overnight. Firstly, let's understand why. The rules are designed to prevent clubs from spending beyond their means. Even though Newcastle's new owners have deep pockets, they can't spend freely without increasing the club's revenues. This is to ensure that the club doesn't fall into financial difficulties if the owners were to suddenly withdraw their funding. So, what does this mean for Newcastle United? Well, it means that the club needs to increase its revenues before it can significantly increase spending. This could be through a variety of means, such as securing more lucrative sponsorship deals, improving match-day revenues, or selling more merchandise. However, this doesn't mean that Newcastle United can't invest at all. The club can still invest in its squad, infrastructure, and youth development, but it needs to do so in a sustainable manner. This could involve investing in young talent that can be developed and potentially sold for a profit in the future, or improving the club's facilities to increase match-day revenues. The case of Newcastle United highlights the challenges and opportunities that the profit and sustainability rules present. While they limit the immediate impact of the takeover, they also encourage the club to adopt a more sustainable and long-term approach to success. The future of the profit and sustainability rules is a topic of ongoing debate. there are several key points of discussion that could shape the direction these rules take in the future. Firstly, there's the question of whether the rules should be relaxed to allow for more investment in clubs. Some argue that the current rules are too restrictive and prevent clubs from reaching their full potential. They believe that by relaxing the rules, clubs would be able to attract more investment and compete on a more level playing field. On the other hand, there are those who argue for stricter enforcement of the rules. They believe that the current rules are not being enforced effectively, leading to financial disparities between clubs. Stricter enforcement, they argue, would ensure that all clubs adhere to the rules and promote financial fair play. There's also the question of whether the rules should be made more transparent. The current rules are complex and can be difficult to understand, leading to confusion and potential loopholes. By simplifying the rules and making them more transparent, it would be easier for clubs to comply and for fans to understand the financial workings of their favorite clubs. Finally, there's the question of how the rules should adapt to the changing landscape of football. With the rise of new revenue streams such as streaming rights and the increasing global popularity of the Premier League, the rules need to evolve to reflect these changes. In conclusion, the future of the profit and sustainability rules is uncertain. What is clear, however, is that they will continue to play a crucial role in shaping the financial landscape of the Premier League. And there you have it, folks. We've journeyed through the intricate maze of the Premier League's profit and sustainability rules, explored their impact, and even took a real-life detour with Newcastle United. As we look towards the future, one thing is certain: these rules will continue to shape the beautiful game in ways we can't even imagine yet. So, the next time your favorite team makes a move, remember, there's a whole financial playbook they're navigating off the field. Thank you for joining us on this deep dive. If you found this video informative, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to our channel for more insights into the world of football. Until next time, keep the passion alive.